There's a Bible verse that says, "Settle quickly with your adversary who is taking you to court. Do it while you are still together on the way, or your adversary may hand you over to the judge, and the judge may hand you over to the officer, and you may be thrown into prison." Matthew 5:25. This movie, Second Chances, reminds me of this Bible verse. The lawyer Cynthia who wants to settle cases quickly so that it doesn't become a full blown litigation. But that's not what the firm wanted, because how are they going to make money if you're just going to be settling every matter quickly? But then the issue in this movie is an issue that she was personally interested in, because it's something she experienced as a child. Her mother left her and came back when she was already grown, and then she couldn't really relate with her, and the woman eventually died. Okay, so when she saw a woman trying to be in the lives of her children, she couldn't let it take years, so she needed to do whatever would make it end faster for her to see her children. So the woman needed a second chance in the life of her children. And Cynthia as well had her own issues that she needed second chances with as well. And she also has a friend, Jade, who also needed second chances in her own life as well. So the movie, the name Second Chance, is it Second Chance or Second Chances? It served it well. And one thing I love about the movie is that all the actors, they played their roles very well. James, who is also Benson, is a natural. Um, Cynthia, who is Uche Montana, that one is a queen now. She can always play any part. I love that they didn't give Bimbo the lawyer part, because we've seen her act as a lawyer before. So let it not be like what they call it in where they keep giving you one role, a stereotype kind of thing. So I love that they didn't give her the lawyer role. And Bam Bam, she acted an older woman, yeah, not too much, not too old like that, but not the Bam Bam single girl we know had to act always. In this movie, she was more mature. She had to act as a mother, a wealthy businesswoman, and someone who's advanced. And she played her role very well. She was more like a big sis to Jade and Cynthia. It's a very nice movie, and the storyline. These are things we see daily. For the life that people lived in the past coming back to haunt them when they finally become. And most times we don't judge these cases with mercy. We don't pity the people involved. We just judge them based on who they used to be. If somebody's getting married now, if somebody just gets married and people who used to know the person start sharing their past videos or past pictures, or who they used to be in the past, everybody will conclude that this man made a wrong choice. He married the wrong person. You married someone who used to be an Olosho. Oh no, things like that. We never come to think of what led to this and who this person has finally become. Okay, we don't think about that. Okay, this person did this thing when they didn't have an option. There's some people who say yes, you have an option, but if not, there are some states you'll be in, you will know that actually this person actually didn't have an option. They just had to survive. Yeah, there are so many ways you can survive. I know, but what has happened, and this person has changed. But we don't always show any form of mercy, as if we know that the person has changed. So you see people being trolled on Twitter saying, ah, you did not marry right, oh, you married a street girl, you married everybody's woman, this that. So I just hope people used to show as much mercy as we saw in this movie. When you hear that somebody is a single mother, they don't even want to know how did she become a single mother. Did she get engaged to be married, got pregnant, and the man died? Did she Was she raped? You know, was she deceived? No. All they know is that single mothers are terrible. These they don't even end up with this. Anything that you want to do, don't marry. don't near a single mother. So if you end up marrying a single mother, everybody judges that you made a bad choice. The woman is a bad woman. So the society is so complex. So it's so complex. It's just that movies, they do all these things in movies so that people who watch it will change, have a change of heart. But most of these movies is being watched by women. Even the men that the movie needs to target, most of them don't watch Nigerian home movies like this. They do more of fighting and war movies, all those kind of things. I may be wrong anyway, but that's just what I think. So for someone who hasn't made a lot of mistakes, please be careful. Always think of who you are becoming. That's the advice I give to younger ones. That anything you want to do now, think about your future. That okay, tomorrow if I eventually become the president, the governor, a business mogul, yeah, like a very important person in the society, is this thing going to come haunt me? So anything you know you will not be proud of in your future, please try to stay away from that. Avoid that. So for people who haven't made any serious mistakes yet, but then for people who have already made mistakes, the best thing to do is to forgive yourself and come clean. But another thing is that most people tell you that if you meet someone and just tell them about your past, they're going to leave. They won't wait to know who you are before they run away. So most times people want to keep it a secret. Let the person know you first, fall in love with you before you start telling the person your past, your dirty past. If they find out, they may leave. If they can't, like, it's not everybody that can deal with certain things. So if they can't deal with it, they will leave. It's okay they leave, because if you don't tell them and marry them, in the future they will still find out and leave, and then you would have incurred a bigger problem for yourself. Because imagine you've married, you now have children for the person, and the person finds out and leaves. Now you're now having more burden on yourself. You have to explain to your children where their father is. You have to carry the burden of raising the children alone and all those kind of things. So it's better to tell them. Any relationship you're in, let the person you're in the relationship with know your past. If it's ugly, let them know, because you can't keep it a secret like that, like that, like that. They'll eventually find out. There are some secrets you can't die with, somehow to come out. Even if it's not come out, the person deserves to know the truth. So if they don't want to stay with you, let them leave. It's better for you that they leave now than they discover in the future and still leave. It's a lot. It's a lot. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. It's been a long since I did a movie review. It is not really a movie review, it's just me ranting, like talking about the movie I watched. And I hope you subscribe and come back next time. Thank you. It's not thank you. Take care. Take care.